Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, check this out. The Commanders hire Kliff Kingsbury, fire Eric Bieniemy. I don't think any surprise that Eric Bieniemy was fired. Commanders fired Eric Bieniemy after one season with the team. Right. Quinn said he delivered the news to Bieniemy in person today. We won't work together here, but I wanted him to know I really respect the work he's done. I wish him nothing but the best. They also hired Kliff Kingsbury yesterday, and people are speculating that Washington could move up to 2 since Kliff worked with Caleb at UFC, and Caleb is from D.C.
Yeah. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, when you want somebody bad enough, you will find a way to get up there and get them, especially when it comes to a quarterback of that magnitude who has the opportunity, I think, to actually change that franchise around. When I think about him going 2, well, who the hell is going number 1?
No, I don't. Unless they know something we don't. I think they need to move up to 1 in order to ensure they get Caleb Williams. That's going to take a king's ransom.
You're going to have to give up a heap. Yeah, boy, you're going to have to give up.
Oh, it's going to take at least 3 ones. Because look at what San Francisco gave up. But San Francisco didn't have to go from 12 to 3. But you're still gonna have to give up 3 ones. You're gonna have to give up a 2, a couple of 3s. Oh, you're gonna have to give it up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you believe he's the guy, Kansas City people look like, man, they stole Patrick Mahomes now, even though they gave up 3 ones, a 2, and a 3.
Right. And that's the hiring of Mr. Kliff. I always think about it. When you look at his resume, it's not one that jumps off the charts at you like, you know what, this is someone that we need in the building. This is someone that can help us from a coaching standpoint.
He always fails up. I ain't never seen nobody fall up as much as he did.
And I think, he got the job based on relationships, obviously, and the people he know. And when it comes to the coaching tree, the coaching umbrella, and the coaching family, there will always be someone under that umbrella that will be willing to give you a job based on who you know. That's what it all comes down to. It always comes down to who you know and what you know.
That's what I tell people. This is what I've learned since I've been on the business side. It's not about how much. It's not about your education. It's about relationships.
Yeah.
I read somewhere like 80% of the jobs that get filled don't get posted. Hey, Ocho, we hiring over here. Hey, Ash, what you looking for a job? Hey, they hiring over here. Hey, I put a word in for you. See how that work, Ocho? It's all about relationships. When they say it's not about what you know, it's who you know. That is 1,000.
Who you know?
1,000%.
That's why it's very important. That's why it's very, very important, very imperative. Even those that are in the chat that are watching, it's imperative that you don't burn bridges. It's imperative that you don't burn bridges because you never know who you might meet and be rude to in life. That later on down the road, they might not be the exact person you need, but they might be the bridge to somebody else that can say, yeah, you know what? I know so and so, good dude. So if you think about hiring them, think about hiring her.
Yep,
that's a route to go.
Man, I ain't really never worked with Ocho, but man, I heard nothing but good things about it. And I had a buddy that worked with him. Said, man, he a really hard worker, on time, don't cause any problems.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he don't. But he do curse. He curse too much. That's about it.
So yeah, because if you remember, think about it. Kliff got the job. Why? Because he worked with, who did he work with? No,
Caleb?
He coached Kyler. Remember Kyler Murray in Arizona?
Oh, okay. I thought you talk about.
Didn't he coach? Did he? Yeah.
I don't know, man.
What don't you know?
I'm. How to look at the resume? Look at the difference in resumes. How do you not retain and bring back Bieniemy based on what he's accomplished so far?
If you look at it, Ocho, if you look at it, if you look at Washington stats the previous year they were down with Bieniemy. So it's not like you say, well, hey, we were the fourth best offense. We scored the seventh most points. We had this most first downs. I mean, so what are we hiring him based on? Not,
I'll say, well, what are you hiring Kliff Kliff
I
based on?
get it, Ocho, but you're asking someone to hire someone, and
Right.
that look, I get it. I said Kliff Kingsbury have fallen up a lot, but and that's why I said Eric Bieniemy should have stayed his ass in Kansas City.
He wants the opportunity.
I'm not going to
head coach,
Washington. Rivera was going to get fired. Sam Howell is not going to win you enough games to keep that job, Ocho. You got to survey the land. You got to, hey, read the temperature, Ocho. Read the temperature.
Yeah. I mean, I heard in all season before the season started, this season right here, they said Sam Howell was the guy. They said Sam Howell was the guy based on how he played.
If he's the answer, what's the question you're asking? The quarterback, who's going to be the starting quarterback for the Washington football team or the Commanders? If that's the question, if that's the answer that you gave, okay, that's a perfect logical question. Anything outside of that, Sam Howell is not the answer. And Eric Bieniemy, he should have known that. I'm gonna stay my butt right there. And now look at it, Ocho. Now you got Kansas City back in the Super Bowl again.
How about this? Knowing Andy Reid, does Andy Reid bring Eric Bieniemy back so they can
probably will
and probably go for a fourth one next year? Hell, and maybe go for a fifth one the year after that.
One thing about Red, now Red, you know, he good people.
Yeah.
I like Red. He very matter of fact. You know where you stand with Red.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know, I think Bieniemy, he'll be there next year. He will be there. I don't think Andy Reid would leave him out like that. I just hate to see a coach that has had success with winning 2 Super Bowls just out on the street like that with other coaches that aren't proven are getting jobs.
I agree, Ocho. I agree. But I have to understand. Now think about it, Ocho. I'm struggling getting interviews. And I don't know what happened. Everybody says he's not interviewing well. I mean, it's hard to, how does somebody not interview well? This is the system I implement. These are some of the coaches I'm looking at hired to fill the position. This is the defensive coordinator. This is the offensive coordinator. This is my game plan. This is how I like to practice during the course of the week. These are my meeting times. This is the lifting times. I like to travel at this time. I like to leave at this, yada, yada, yada. That can't be that hard. And especially after you do it several times, you should get better at it each and every time because you kind of know what the questions they're going to ask. But I don't get. Me personally, I'm not taking that job.
Right?
Why am I? Hold on, Ocho. Check this out. Now, he's already on thin ice. I'm on the shore. Why would I go join somebody on thin ice and I'm perfectly fine over here? Because now look at all the coaches.
Yeah.
That got jobs. Look at the black coaches that got jobs. Raheem Morris. AP got a job.
Antonio Pierce in Oakland. Yeah.
Gerard Mayo got a job. Now, Gerard Mayo and AP situation was a little unique. AP was the interim, played extremely well. We knew that seemed to be a foregone conclusion. It seems to me that Coach Mr. Kraft already had a succession plan already in place, that when Coach Belichick left, Mayo was going to take over. He liked what he stood for. He liked the man that he watched him grow. But I'm not.
Yeah, I wish the situation with Eric Bieniemy would have been similar to that of Antonio Pierce with the Las Vegas Raiders, with the players vouching for him publicly. You know, even Matt Crosby going even to the extent of saying, "Listen, if we don't bring AP in or bring him back as our head coach, I'm asking for a trade." You know, and I think if Bieniemy was that type of coach, and I see him as a player's coach, I'm not sure. The only rumblings or anything negative I heard about him obviously came from Shady McCoy And I guess their exchange and the way he coached him wasn't he didn't see fit on how he did. I mean, that's the only bad thing I've ever heard.
And remember Tyreek, because he said something, because Shady did comment, and Tyreek Reek chimed in and said, "Hey, you still mad because he told you to tuck that ball, huh? Because Shady McCoy like to hold the ball in one hand. EB gonna make you tuck that ball because the last thing you want to do is turn the ball over in situations like that.
Ball over.
So that's what we don't. I wasn't there, so I couldn't speculate.
Yeah,
Shady has his reasons why he doesn't believe that EB has become a head coach yet. I don't know what there are. I haven't been in any of those meetings. I haven't heard any ownership group or anybody that could possibly be in those meetings say anything. So I don't want to speculate either way, if you ask me. But that's what he said.